I will show you how to do data blending on Google Looker Studio. But first, for this lesson, I will tell you why. And I will show you some marketing use cases of why marketers need data blending. One common example, I will say the most popular one, is combining your ads data from Google and Facebook ads because you want to know your total conversions or your total ad spend, your total clicks, CTR, CPM, and so on. Another example is doing the same but with social media. You want to know for your different organic channels your total followers, your total reach, your total impressions and engagements across Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and whatever. The other more advanced example, and I will ask you this, is calculating your cost per acquisition because even though this metric is super common and everyone talks about it, it is very hard to calculate. And why it is hard to calculate? Because if you go to HubSpot, to Google Analytics, and to Facebook, the conversion data never matches. It is always different. So you need a source of truth, a single data source that you will trust as your reference for your conversions. So what some marketers do is, okay, I want to know my cost per acquisition by knowing my ad spend on Facebook, but combining it with the conversions registered on Google Analytics 4. That's another important use case for data blending on Google Looker Studio. Another example of data blending, and I will say it is the most important one, is asking you this. What is the difference between cross-channel and multi-channel marketing? I will explain it. Multi-channel marketing, this is Google, by the way. Multi-channel marketing is doing marketing in different channels, like multi-channel, right? Super common. So I do marketing on TikTok, on Google, on YouTube, on ChatGPT, on with PR. But those efforts are separate. But cross-channel is doing multiple channels, but with similar efforts, messages, and campaigns. So I will show you some examples of cross-channel because cross-channel, as you can see, is more complex, is more unified, and reporting cross-channel is more complicated. For instance, this is a multi-channel marketing report because I am reporting multiple channels, but with separate data and separate efforts. I have a Facebook ad campaign, a TikTok campaign, a Google Ads campaign, but they are separate efforts. This is another example of separate efforts with social media. So I want to do reach on LinkedIn, I want to know reach on Facebook, and then reach on Instagram. They are different. They are different channels, but with separate efforts. They are not cohesively united in a single campaign. Now, I will tell you some examples of cross-channel reports that may apply to your business. For instance, your company has multiple brands, so you want to know how your brand is doing across all the platform channels. So you want to know for this specific brand, what is your reach on Facebook, Google, TikTok, Twitter, if you still use Twitter, by the way, and so on. What is your total ad spend, your total clicks, your total conversions for this brand B and this brand C. Another example for cross-channel is if you want to visualize your funnel because some marketers break down their campaigns by funnel stage. I want to know how I'm performing my awareness campaigns, my consideration and conversion campaigns. But it is common that marketers don't do this only on Facebook. They use Facebook, they use Amazon, and they use Google. So this is another example where you want a single table where you can visualize every step of the funnel, but combining the data of all these data sources. Another example of cross-channel reports is you have multiple products, and this is very common. So you want to know how all your products are doing across all your channels. And if you have physical stores or retail stores, you want to know how your marketing is doing across all your stores, but combining all the data of your data sources. And with these examples, by understanding the use cases of data blending for marketing, understanding cross-channel reporting, understanding conversion data from Google Analytics to have a unique source of truth, this is the starting point for data blending on Google Looker Studio. Welcome to this lesson.